Hello and welcome. This is Ageless John teaching another Android Studio tutorial. This tutorial we're going to be learning how to make customized toasts. What we've been using so far have just been generic toasts that are used pretty much throughout the industry, but I thought I might show you how to make toasts that are a little bit more complicated that you can customize for your own use, just to be a little bit more interesting. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a very simple app. It's going to be a button, and when you push the button there'll be a picture of a worm that turns back and forth, and from there we're going to add the toast and we're going to customize the toast. So just hang on while I create the purple worm and watch it turn. Just dropped an image view and a button. I'm going to add source, and I've already created source. It should be in project, drawables towards the bottom. I'm going to use worm 1 as the starting worm. There we go. And I'm going to squeeze it towards the top. There we go. Now I'm going to create a link in here that's going to make this new button clickable, and when it clicks it'll change the content of the image view to worm 2, which will be facing the other direction. Alright, well, I finished the app, and you can see here I went main activity and I put an integer a because I'm going to use that as my toggle, image view worm view as my image view, and then I went inside here, made the new button, the worm view image view find view by worm box, which is the name of the image view. A equals 1, that's what I'm using for my toggle. And then here's my on-click listener. So when you click the on-click listener, which is the button, it does this if-else statement. It checks to see if a equals 1, which it does because we set it up here. And then it changes that to worm 2 and then sets a to 2. That way when you click the button again, a will be 2, and it will go down this else statement. And at this else statement, it will change to worm 1. So it'll toggle back and forth. And you get this little thing here. And I've also got this regular toast down here, so you should see the regular toast. And basically it just turns the worm. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at changing this toast a little bit and the different variables and options you have down there. Alright, now let's take a look at the toast here. Now this is the regular toast, how we would regularly use it. You've got the toast, make text, main activity this, comma, the worm is termed, comma, toast.length short, and then show. Now this is sort of a shorthand version of what I've got down here. Context equal get application, main activity this equals this, pretty much equals this right here, and then a char sequence text equals the worm is turned, this equals this because it's the third argument, and then int duration equals toast length short, and that would be the duration. So what I'm doing is I'm taking these three things, these three variables, and putting them in here for this toast instead of doing it all shorthand. So that's your basic toast feature, but it is not customized. The only thing we're customizing here would be the length, which we could change to long, and the text. In fact, in order to make it look more like this, I took the main activity.this and placed it in here with the context. It pretty much does the same thing as the get application. So now in order to get a truly customized toast, we're going to have to go in here and create a new layout resource, and I'm going to call mine custom toast for obvious reasons. Go into look at how we make these custom toasters using the XML. Before I begin, I wanted to point out that I change this a little bit. The turn the worm button is 50 dp from the bottom. That's the only thing I really changed on that. I created this custom right here. I basically created a new layout, called it custom toast, and I created a text view, an image view, and a relative layout. Now this is the image view 1, which I called teeth 1, teeth 2, And this is a large text
It's actually
view.
a small text view. I went in there and changed it afterwards because it didn't fit correctly when I tested it.
And then this right here is the linear teeth. That originally was a linear teeth, but it's a relative layout. So all those things are lying to you. So I've got a relative layout. Inside it, I've got an image view of the two teeth, and then a text view, which we're going to use for our toast. Now let's go look at the main activity. I've had to get rid of the old toast to modify it with the new toast. So we're going to do the layout inflator, inflate, get layout inflator. And this is how we're going to get the XML to inflate in our test view layout. And we're going to inflate the custom toast, which we just created right here, into the view group, find by ID, linear teeth. All right, we do this find by ID, and that is in the custom text view, custom toast view, and that is the relative layout. That is the overall block, if you will, of our XML. That right, it's calling this right here. All right, so we've got that. Then we've got the text view, text view, lay find out by ID text, and that is the name of the text inside of that linear teeth. And then we're going to set the text to the worm has turned, which is what we used formerly when we click the button, but we're going to do it with a set text. Then we're going to go down here and we're going to toast, new toast, main activity this. Now most of the time you'll see this new toast get application context, but this works in this situation, and I just added it because it makes more sense from what we've been using in the past. All right, and then toast set gravity. Now you can set the gravity and location of your toast to exist anywhere within the boundaries of your application. I put mine at the top, and then I center vertically, and then this is XY, which is a vertical and horizontal alignment. I put mine exactly in the middle using 0 as the X, so it'll be vertically, it'll be, if you go up and down, it'll be exactly in the middle. And horizontally, I offset it a little bit from the top by about 125, and that way it wouldn't get in the way of our bar at the top. Toast.set duration, and I use length long. Let's actually change this to short because I like the short better. And then the toast set view layout, which is this up here, setting your ID text. And then of course you have to do the toast show. All right, let's run it and see what it looks like. So when you've got it running, you'll get your purple worm up. You'll turn the worm, and the toast will come up. The worm has turned, and you'll have the little teeth on either side. The worm is turned, and that's all there is to it. Now you can move that around and change it. In an XML file, I'd like to point out that you can actually go in here and change the background color. Just because this is a purple worm, let's change it to a light color purple, and then run it. Now if you run it, you'll see the background's purple. Now you'll see the gray edge on that, and that's because there's padding on this. If you want it to all be purple, you can just take the padding off and the whole thing will be purple. And I will put links below so you can see how to change more of the aspects of your toast that you want to custom make. So there it is, modifying toast to your heart's desire. So this has been Ageless John teaching another Android Studio tutorial. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe and to thumbs up, and I'll see you around.